What's up, YouTube, and welcome back to Devil's Customs and Creatures. Bit of a comeback video here. I know I've been gone for a while, but once I saw the custom diecast invitational drop, I knew I had to jump in, support a friend, and get back to the workbench. Today we're going to start out with this Hot Wheels speedy removal pickup truck. It's seen better days, but let's see if we can get it up to the sky. So I had this base lying around from a previous project. It's from the Hot Wheels Chevy Blazer, which shares the same casting base as the speedy removal. And I already had these tires installed, so I thought it'd be a perfect start. And here it is mocked up out of the stripper. Just basically had to cut a little tab off under the tailgate to fit the Blazer base, but it seems like a perfect fit in ride height. I didn't care too much for the bed that was in the stock pickup truck, so I cut out the seats because they were attached to the bed piece, and here I am going to mock up a new piece out of styrene. So what I'm basically doing, sorry that it's off camera here, is just sizing up the base to a piece of styrene. No rocket science here, folks, just trace and cut and get it to fit. My idea for the paint job on this truck was kind of like a creamsicle. I wanted to make a matte white. I wanted to make a matte white line down the side with a gloss orange, and I feel like I achieved that here. This is me just peeling off the tape after the first, well, not first coat of orange, but the coats of orange. And as you can see here from the passenger side, I was very pleased with the results. And then I jump over to the driver's side, and my heart sank. I was not happy that I had that much leak through, but a couple of conversations on Instagram, and I ended up with this close to the end mock-up. It's not perfect, but it's way better than it was. Now, one other thing I needed to address were the big gaps that were left from the chassis to the body, and I happened to have some of this black styrene, which worked perfectly to seal up those compartments. So what I'm doing here is just separating the base, obviously, and just cutting and fitting some styrene pieces, and I'll show you the results. And here we have the results. I just resprayed it and primed it in black and just put those little blockers in, just enough to hide that gap, and then I went ahead and painted the anything visible underneath on the body. Gives us a nice cohesive look once it's all put back together. I knew for any 80s jacked up truck I needed a roll bar, and I happened to find this one in my parts bin. I just had to cut it down a little bit and paint it white and call it a day. The windshield was in good shape, but you know, we need some gauzy to go ahead and bring it back to life. And if you remember, this is what we started with. A 1980s Hot Wheels speedy removal Chevy pickup truck. Looking a little worse for wear, missing parts, and had some broken pieces. And here's how she came out. This is a fun project to kind of get back to the workbench with. I wish it wasn't during a competition, but either way, I'm pretty proud of how it came out. As most of you know, I do a lot of weathering and not a lot of clean paint, so it was definitely a challenge and something that I wanted to do for this build. I'd like to thank Keith from Outlaw Speed Shop for hosting yet another awesome build-off. Also, a big shout-out to all those who sponsored prizes for the build-off. Appreciate that. Good luck to all the competitors out there, and until the next one, be well.